Hey everyone, how are you doing? It's Jay here, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die Alpha 19. And, well, we've got to start this one off with a little bit of bad news, I'm afraid. So, all week when it came to talking about the Horde, I've been a little bit sort of quiet, not really said anything that's going on, because we had some really big plans for the Horde. Those big plans involved my buddy Ed. You've seen him on the channel a couple of times. And those plans actually came into fruition earlier in this week. What we did is we got together, we recorded the episode for day 70 for the Horde arriving, and everything went great. Basically, the plan was Ed was going to run through the maze. We'd set up boxes around the maze, so he went in with a shotgun, only 50 shells, and his job was to run through the maze, find as much ammo and weapons as he could, and survive the night. The idea being that he would run it and record it from his perspective, and I would essentially bury my character under the ground under the maze, separate my camera entirely, kind of like how I'm doing for this sort of opening little bit here, and record my angle as well. We were going to split between the two. It was going to be really good, and that was going to be the plan for this week, so we're really excited for that. And the recording of it was perfect. We had a lot of fun with it. Ed did a really great job in the maze. It was a really tense episode. It was lots and lots of fun. The problem is the footage that we recorded got corrupted, so we can't actually use any of it, which is a real shame because I hadn't, apart from the fact that I hadn't planned anything else for Horde Night, this was something I'd really been looking forward to doing. I know Ed was looking forward to doing it as well. Not a problem though. What we're going to have to do is we are going to get together and re-record that episode for a future Horde, so that Ed can have another go and we can get the whole footage put on the channel and stuff. In the meantime though, I had no Horde bases built. Now as you know, I am not a fan of using the same Horde base more than once. So I've done something which I would not normally be open to doing, but I feel like in this particular circumstance I felt like I could get away with it. And what I did was I jumped us back a day. So in this particular bit that you're watching right now, it is the morning of day 70, but I jumped myself back to day 69 just to give myself a chance to build something because I didn't want to use the same base. Luckily though, because we do grind quite a lot in between episodes and I'm constantly trying to stock up materials, I had quite a lot of stuff already. All it needed to do was actually place it. The only other thing about this as well is for day 77, my plan was going to be to make a Horde base that will defend itself. I've had to use a lot of the materials from that into this particular build, so maybe I need to push that back as well. Gotta apologise, it's one of these things when you record, it's happened to me plenty of times unfortunately, and it happens quite a lot, is sometimes the footage just gets corrupted. It's a bit of a pain, it's quite deflated at the time, but to be honest, I feel like this is going to give me a chance to test out an idea that I've had for a while. Now I've mentioned to you a couple of times that I do have a creative world, and in that world I do jump in and come up with some Horde ideas, and I've wanted to experiment with bulletproof glass for a while. So my plan for this Horde is basically I have made myself a bulletproof glass structure with some concrete pillars holding that together. I've got some turrets, both shotgun and SMG, and I'm going to see how long it takes before I physically have to get involved myself. So it's kind of going to give us a bit of a prelude for that base that's going to defend itself. Gives a bit of a example of what it was like with me actually not being a part of the Horde, which I must admit, by the way, being the cameraman for the Horde, much better than being the guy getting chased by zombies. But anyway, I digress. But that's going to be why this episode is kind of a bit out of the blue. We've not really mentioned this base whatsoever at all. And again, I must apologise for that, but we are going to get that fixed for next time. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. Let's jump forward to the Horde, shall we? I'm sure you're going to enjoy it either way. So it's time to find out just how good bulletproof glass actually is. So I have made basically a cross shape with the pillars. I've painted them up red as well. No idea why. Just felt the need to use a bit more paint in the builds. And we've made a cross shape. Now I have got doors that go through all of these. And on top of each pillar there are SMG turrets. And then on the middle one there is a shotgun turret. Now because of the time it's took to build this and kind of get the thing rolling, they're not completely full with ammunition, so we might have to step in at some point. But essentially I want to stand here and see if this base will do the job for me. So much so I'm going to turn off my HUD and I'm just going to see how it goes. So we're going to stand here, and as you can see things are already starting to kick in, and we're just going to listen and just kind of wander around and see what we can see. So we can see a couple of zombies coming that way. I can hear shotguns going off as well. As I say, they're not completely full with ammo, and there is no roof on this thing, so there could be a chance that maybe some manage to jump in, or some birds pop in. But like I say, my plan is to last as long as possible before I step in. And these guys are potentially causing a problem already, and that's something maybe we've overlooked, but I'm not sure what the turning radius is on this thing. This could get really bad really quick. Again, I've never used bulletproof glass. I want to test it out. Alright, we're going to have to get involved straight away with this guy, which is a real shame because I was hoping that we'd actually manage to last quite a long time. So it's probably best to turn the hood back on. But yeah, if they get stuck in a corner, then the turrets aren't as useful. Again, a lot of this is experimental. We only used the turrets for the very first time in a previous Horde. And that was the first time I'd ever used them. Now they're in this kind of area. I wonder if I can draw them round to different areas, the turrets will be able to spot them. Like if I can bring them out. Maybe that's what my job should be. I could just focus between bringing them round to different areas so turrets spot them. There you go, getting a couple of shots in now. So maybe that's what my position needs to be. If I keep moving, then in theory, it'll do the job. I need to get these guys away from here because I don't want them to... Let's see, I've brought a nail gun. I've got nothing to repair this stuff, but I'm curious to see what kind of damage is being done. Okay, so that's taken a hit already. That might go, but it's a middle one, so in theory we might be alright. So, let me just try and get this guy's attention. Come on, buddy. Come round. At least come round this way. I know you can see me. There we go. Bring over this way. And see what the turrets can do. So yeah, that whole maze episode, that was a lot of fun to record, and I can't thank Ed enough for getting involved and being a part of that. It's a shame that the footage isn't usable. It is what it is, though. It happens, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll just means we get a second chance to kind of iron out maybe a few kinks. So one thing I will mention is I asked him beforehand, do you want to have a look at the maze before you go in? And he said no. And I was like, okay, that's fine, that's fair enough. I asked him afterwards if looking at the maze would have made a difference, and he said no whatsoever, because by the time you got in there, he said it's very tense because there's only one block wide corridors. You can't really make any sort of jumps or like running around zombies and stuff. It's a lot of just, you know, you're kind of stuck in there. Did I just see some damage to a turret maybe? Or was it a spitter or something? I was a little worrying. So he could have looked at it for a good half an hour and he still wouldn't have felt that comfortable because of the just the size of the thing, the scale of the thing, the fact that boxes were hidden all over the place. It was a lot of fun, and like I say, recording from a sort of a cameraman's aspect of it, that was pretty cool as well. It was nice knowing that my guy was safely buried inside the maze and nothing was going to happen to him, because it's usually me in this kind of predicament, isn't it? But yeah, big thanks yet again to Ed. Really appreciate you helping me out with that one, buddy. And yeah, we'll definitely have another go at that. But so far in this one, it's not too bad, but we are early days as of yet. I have no idea how this thing's going to hold up. Oh boy, that's about to break, so that could be an issue straight away. Maybe we need to focus on this area right now. So let's clear a few of these out. There's only one down at the minute, which isn't too bad. See, the difference as well, obviously, from the bulletproof glass to the bars is obviously I can't take them out as they're getting close to the bars. But that's fine. So let's take care of you. I didn't want to get too involved with this because I left most of the ammo that I had in the turrets. Also, another thing as well, a really dumb idea from me. I thought that because they were SMG turrets, they would take SMG, 7.62 rounds. Turns out they don't. They take 9mm rounds, and I have a lot less of that than I thought I did. But it is what it is, you know. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Do I have any bulletproof glass on me? I do. Do you know what? I would never normally do this, but because I'm trying to save ammo, I'm going to go ahead and put in a replacement here once I take care of this one. Oh, it won't let me because your hand's in the way. As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to replace that glass block because I do want to just sit back and kind of see what the turrets can do. I guess we've already learned quite a lot because of the way they've kind of fell. this corner's a bit of a blind spot, so I'm curious to see how that pans out with the rest of it. But yeah, so far I've only replaced one glass block. Again, not normally a fan of doing that, but this is this whole sort of experiment again, isn't it? You know, I like experimenting with the hordes, seeing what we can and can't get away with. And I'm just thinking in terms of if you want to make this base a bit more of a sort of a permanent setup, it's a lot cheaper to replace one block than it is to stock up on so much ammo. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I don't want to replace too many though, and I've only got 2 more blocks on me, so I couldn't do that if I wanted to. But we need to try and figure out a way of getting them in front of the turret. So these guys, I can bring them round, and maybe bring them round to this side. Turrets, hopefully you'll get them on the way around. There you go. And then we'll just keep moving and get these turrets in play. There we go. That's better. Yeah, you don't like that, do you, buddy? There you go. Who else is on this side? Anyone? I must admit, even though I am surrounded by countless turrets, I think I've got 12 turrets altogether, so that is massively overkill. There's no roof on this, which, you know, we have our issues with birds in this series. I do feel massively safe, I've got to be honest. I feel like I could just stand still for a lot of this, but I do want to kind of kite them around a little bit, see if I can get this one to wander over this way maybe, and get her attention. Now there's dogs coming, there we go, get her to come round. So it seems like a lot's going on this side at the moment. I just need a way to keep them out of that corner. So maybe if instead of making it a cross shape, I could put in sort of a diagonal along the corners. This was one of these bases that's been sat in my creative world for a little while, that I was hoping to get around to using at some point, so I'm glad I'm getting to use it. And you know, it's 12:30. I'm trying not to speak too soon because of what happened in the last horde. But I'm happy enough with how this is going. Replace 1 block. That's it. Here we go, there's a few coming this way now. Just kind of barely see. The glass itself, that's the thing, you can't really see through it, which is a bit of a shame. Can I take out you? I can, right. Go back this side. Hopefully they come round. That always concerns me when there's been a spit towards that. Does that show damage? Can't really tell. I was hoping it would show me. But if I head around this way... Oh! Did someone just blow up? I feel like someone just blew up. Oh yeah. Right. What have we got going on over here then? 705. Could be worse. Come on. Round this way please. On you come. Thank you. So yeah, if I could figure out a system where I could essentially lead them round, maybe instead of having the corridors, I'm trying not to just do square bases and rectangle bases. I want to kind of mix them up a little bit. So, oh hello. Oh, dog got through. So yeah, I am trying to mix it up with the shapes. Right, let's take care of the jumpy guy. Put that there. So we've had to replace 2 blocks. That's fine. I feel like ordinarily, you know me, you've been watching the series, you'll know that I don't tend to fix bases as I go, and that's just my general rule when I play this game. The idea is just to see how the base holds up. I don't want to have to repair it while I'm going around. But I feel like since this one kind of got thrown together last minute because of unexpected problems with recording, I feel like I'm going to give myself a pass on this one. I'm not too concerned, but I just heard another block break, and I have only got 1 block left to replace. So whatever block I place next for this window is the last one I have. So I can't place it until their arm gets out of the way. So I don't feel too bad about that, you know. Stay back. And that's the last one. So I have no more blocks. Anything else that happens, I just have to deal with it as it comes. Ammunition wise for myself, I don't have a great deal. I mean, I've got 7.62 ammo. I apparently have 2 AKs on me, which is interesting. That's wonder why that is. That's weird. Also as well, maybe it's just sort of bad luck, but I've noticed this on my series, and I've noticed this on my stream version of the game. ever since the update, when they've added those 2 extra slots, whatever was in this far end slot on both versions of my game has disappeared. On this one, it was a level 6 sniper rifle, which obviously is heartbreaking because I lost a level 6 sniper rifle. And on my stream version of the game, it was a level 6 steel sledgehammer, which was a gift as I play a modded version of the game, which allows my viewers to spawn in enemies, spawn in gifts. Oh crap, here we go. I need him to go down, and I need him not to blow. Right. So yeah, so I missed on that as well, which is a shame. Also, I got really distracted there. I got terrible flashbacks of dealing with those guys, so I had to go silent for a minute. I apologise that my speech kind of just stopped mid-sentence. So much so that I felt the need to kill that guy. Right, okay. What's in this drop bag? Ammunition, fair enough. But like you can see, we've got a window out now, so I'm going to try and help the turrets out a little bit on this side. Because ideally, I do not plan on dying 2 hordes in a row. So maybe I need to be a bit more proactive with this now. Ideally though, the plan is if I can just lead them to different turrets. Because they're coming from that way now, which is a shame. So if I can get them to come round over here maybe? What about if I stand over this side? Will they track straight around or will they go for that gap? Looks like they're still going for that gap. But I don't want to make it a too wide gap, because that would be a big problem. Oh, hello. Lots going on, but we're doing okay. Dog down. I need to check how we're looking with that in a minute as well. So check that. Okay, so oh, that one's going to go any minute, right. This is going to get interesting then, because we're going to have to just use the ammunition we've got on us, because that block is about to break. So I need to try and keep them off it for as long as I can. Cannot afford to let them get in here, because then we're in trouble. So if I can stand here, the turrets hopefully do the rest, and I'll take care of whatever comes this way. Hopefully. Gotta keep my eye on it. Time to see if all this practice I'm getting playing this game on stream, playing this game up to 70 days at this point, or technically 71 unfortunately, if you count the rollback, if my aim is actually getting any good. Right, quick, that was a mistake, I had to reload, but it is what it is. Down you go. How are we looking? 139, we're doing alright. Only 1 demolisher, I'm hoping it's still only 1 demolisher. But yeah, I'm feeling this block might go, you know. So I need to come around this corner, I need to be on him. And I'm aiming for heads. Normally I just aim and, well, spray and pray is my tactic, as you've seen. Oh boy. Oh, that's why I have 2 guns. It helps having 2 guns, I don't normally do it. For some reason I seem to have picked up the second one. But it's given me a chance to switch between without reloading and helping out this block. But now I need to reload, I need to do it quick. Oh, the turret took care of you, thank you. So maybe if I just did one sort of corridor, or like ran them round in a square or something. Again, like I say, I'm trying to avoid that kind of same style shape. And I think for when I get it up and running, the idea that I've got in place for the base that defends itself, well, let's just say I've never seen anyone build a base that shape before. So, I can't see, maybe the squares isn't that big of a problem based on the other stuff that I've got in mind. Come on, reload faster. Thank you. These turrets are really helping out. Like I said, normally I would fill them to the brim with ammunition, but I just didn't have the ammunition unfortunately this time around, so I've not been able to do that. Oh boy, what was that? First bird of the night. Keep away from this block. Do not break it. Stay away. Oh boy. Quick J, come on. I mean, even if they're breaking at this point, I mean, they still have to get past me. So, you know, it's still going to be difficult, but I don't want to risk it, you know? Oh boy. I'm getting a bit risky with the reloads though. Need to be a bit more careful with that. Stay down. Reload. We're gonna have to take the hit this time. I need to reload the gun. And it's only a dog. I'm not sure what kind of damage they do. How are we looking? 11. Okay, can take maybe one more hit. So I need to start laying down some real fire. Now he's going to hit it. He's going to break it. Yep, glass is broke. So now it's all on me. And that gun, of course, it needs repairs. Of course it does. Right, repair quickly. Repair quicker. Don't punch her, shoot. Oh, I thought the cop was going to blow then. I think we got lucky. Ah, here we go. We're doing alright. We're getting a bit of luck on our side, finally. We don't get it very often on our Horde Nights. We had the worst luck with the recording previously, so maybe the 7 days gods are shining down upon us ever so slightly. We had time to reload our weapon, we had time to repair the weapon, and we managed to stop that cop from blowing up, because that could have been a big, big problem. Right, reload fast. Do that. There you go. He's being taken care of. Oh. Bird, get away. Oh, the timing on that shot. I got so lucky. 10 minutes to go on Horde Night. Whatever stragglers are left, that's fine. I just want to make sure. There's only one concern of mine for this entire Horde Night. You know what it is. Do not die. Alright, let's switch to this a little bit. Down, copper. Stay down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Stay down, puppy. Is everyone down inside? How's outside going? It's all gone quiet. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. So, we only lost... Well, technically we lost 5 blocks because I replaced 3 of them. Not too bad at all. We took 1 or 2 hits, which is fine. Ammo, I didn't bring a massive amount with me like I usually do. So again, not too bad at all. The turrets have held up. The base, for the most part, has held up. I'll give you a bit of a run round from it from the outside now, so you might get a better look at it. We essentially just went for like a cross design. What are they aiming at? They're not aiming at me, are they? Please don't shoot me. I don't want to die. Right, okay. And yeah, this has been a pretty solid one. So again, I'm a bit gutted that we didn't get to do the maze, but we will get to do it for a future base. Can't be helped, it's one of those things. But I hope you've enjoyed this one. I've certainly had a lot of fun with it. It's a lot of rushing around, making sure it would be ready. Just for full disclosure, normally when I record videos, I do it a sort of a week in advance. But the episode that you're watching, I recorded Saturday. So you're watching it on Sunday the 4th, or that's the day it goes up at least. I recorded it on the 3rd, so I'm way behind on this particular one. But it is what it is. It can't be helped. So let's go around and loot a few of these bags. See if we've got anything worth having. A level 6 military helmet with a flashlight on, that's alright, that's pretty good. Some more ammunition. More ammunition. Some water, okay. Military gloves and some cat food and ammunition, fair enough. More forged steel, I always happy to get forged steel. Some water. Money and cornmeal. A level 6 stun baton, alright, okay. Level 5 armor. Level 5 hammer. A level 5 auger, that's a hell of a find. More ammo. And then I think there's a bit more over here. I'm curious to see what... Oh, level 4 chainsaw, brilliant. I'm curious to see what ammunition is left in the turrets, actually, so we'll have a look at that. Night vision goggles. Finally! I have yet to own a pair of night vision goggles. So now, let's... how do we put them on? Wow, look at those. So maybe we'll go and do a bit of night hunting at some point. That's a good find. Very, very happy with that. And is there more bags kicking around this way? There is. Right, what's in this one? How'd there get to be a bag this side? Oh boy, hello. Just kill me now, I'm nearly done. And the final bag, if I can get to it. Come on, game. Spear. Alright, okay, not too bad. Right, we'll ditch that because we never ever want cornmeal, and we'll take that. Right, let's check the turrets. So, there's no ammo left in that one, okay. Still some shotgun shells. No ammo left in that. Okay, so this is starting to explain why they were getting closer to the bars. There's nothing left in there. Loads of shotgun turret in there. And so this side barely got touched. Just so you know, every single slot, all I could afford to do was put 75 bullets in each one. So this one only shot 4 bullets all night, so nothing came this way. So I'd imagine this side's probably going to be pretty similar if I can get to it. And that didn't shoot a single bullet. So we had nothing at all come from the south, which is interesting. Shotgun, that one barely got touched. That one's completely out. And that one's completely out. Okay, so we were 2 full sides. That shotgun's out as well. There was at least 2 areas on this entire base where we were completely out of ammo. There you go. Every area, apart from the south, for the SMG turrets, we were completely out of ammo. So we weren't doing too bad, really, with what we got. Also, just to show you, dig up this little hole. The generator bank is in there, so I'll turn that off. All it needed to power these 3 turrets was 45 watts, so 1 engine has done the job. And then I basically had these generators lying around from a base that I was planning on making in the future. But it's not a big deal. We've got all the stuff we need to craft generators. It just means that between now and the next episode, and more importantly in between future episodes, I've got a lot of grinding to do. Speaking of future episodes, we have got a bit of an announcement to make as well. As you know, if you have been following the series, I do put out 4 videos a week on this series. I still absolutely love playing this game, and I continue to want to play it all the time. I love recording it. Even when I'm not recording it, I love streaming it. I just love being a part of the 7 Days community and trying to grow the channel and trying to grow this series as a whole. One thing I do want to do, though, is I might scale back the episodes to, instead of doing 4 a week, I think we'll maybe switch to 3. And the reason for that is I have got a couple of other series that I want to start doing. So I'm going to start bringing some other games to the channel. And I want to have the time to do that. Obviously, I put 4 videos out a week. Each episode maybe takes 2 and a bit hours to record. And then obviously you've got to edit and stuff. And I'm doing that 4 days a week, as well as streaming on a Sunday. It takes up quite a lot of time. So I want to kind of bring in some other games as well. I am fully intending to continue this series. I'm not sure how long for, but I don't see a sign of slowing it down anytime soon. But yeah, I think we're going to switch to 3 episodes a week from now on. So instead of the Saturday episode, it will just be Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then a Horde on Sundays. So everything's going to stay the same. The only difference will be there'll be no episode on a Saturday. And then for that Saturday, maybe I'm going to bring in a new game. I'm not too sure what that game is going to be yet. I'm toying between Ark and Conan Exiles, and maybe just a different series altogether. But still going to be at least putting out 4 videos a week, potentially 5, depending on what series I end up doing. But yeah, I hope you're still enjoying it. I'm absolutely loving it. If you haven't checked out the stream already, we do stream every Sunday at 7 PM UK time for around about 2 hours. Twitch.tv/jbalderson. We play 7 Days to Die with a modded version called Mischief Maker, which allows the viewers to spawn in zombies, spawn in weapons and ammo, teleport me around the map, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. It always turns out to be absolute chaos. And there is a leaderboard for who's got the most kills on there. I have died roughly around about 23 times in that series because people just keep killing me. But it's a lot of fun to record. The community's very, very friendly. And we'd love it if you could come by and join us. But until then, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, go ahead and leave a like. If you're not subscribed already, then please consider doing so. And hopefully, I will see you in the next one. Take care.